Yo, what's up? As you read by the title, I'm gonna be teaching y'all how to make a fire ass edit audio.
Avocado sponsor me.
Alright, so first you're gonna find your song.
Alright, I'm gonna talk to him.
Pause this bitch. How do you do that? Alright, never mind.
Got 6 shots, shoot 'em out like cowboys. Since you want dick, so I pull up, said howdy. She's so rowdy, air so cloudy. Hawaiian punch a nigga in the face.
Alright, so once you get your song imported into your After Effects and you're ready to make this edit. Alright, so once you get your audio and import it into your After Effects, cut out the part where you want your actual edit to be, of course. So the audio I'm gonna be using for this tutorial is this. I'm not even gonna fucking try to pronounce this shit.
I'm a gorilla in a fucking coop. Gonna pull up in the soup. Those niggas who the fuck is you? I don't know, nigga. No, nigga, pull up on your block.
So first things first, you gon' wanna get yourself a fire ass tag. You know what I'm saying? I'm talking Naughty Juan style. I love you, Juan.
What the fuck?
So now that you have your audio, make sure there's room at like the end of your clip for the actual fade out and room for the fade in. So what you're gonna want to start to do is cut up the clip so that way it's you know where your intro is and your outro. So now obviously what you're gonna want to do is you're gonna want to make a keyframe at the start for your intro, and I usually set it to -30 or -40 for the start. Then I go to the end and then set that to 0, and then for the outro I usually do 0 into -30. Why the fuck did I just I didn't fucking keyframe it. Alright, so you gonna keyframe that. Now that's pretty simple, right? Cause you get this, right?
I'm a gorilla in a fucking coop. Gonna pull up in the soup.
And that's lame as fuck, you know? So now you can add in muffles, you know what I'm saying? Alright, so I usually preset my muffle, but I'm gonna teach y'all how I make mine. So you're gonna want to duplicate this twice. So you have 2 bass and trebles. You're gonna set the bass to 100 on the first one, and then the treble to -100 on the second. And for the second treble, you're gonna set that to -100, and then you can just leave everything else the same. And now you get this muffle effect. So now that you have your muffle effect down, you're probably gonna want to keyframe it, especially for the intro. So I put a keyframe at the start for all of them, and then at the end I set them all the values to 0 for the intro. So that way it starts off muffled and then goes into the actual audio. For the outro, same thing. And for this, keyframe them at the start. But this time you're going to want to go to the end, set your keyframes for them. But at the start you're going to want to set them all to 0, so that way it goes into the muffle. So now that you got that, you can make this even better by adding in sound effects. So the main 2 sound effects that I use personally are my rising bass and my beep sound effect. So I'll show you how they go. So I'll leave links in the description for these sound effects if you want them. So the bass sounds like this. So you're gonna have to time that out so that way it matches up with your beat. And then I usually do the same thing for my outro. Alright, so now that you have that, I'm gonna use my beep sound effect for like the loop part of it. So let me find that. So now that you have that, you're pretty much done. Now on some audios you might want to add reverb if you're doing a slowed audio. Slowed and reverb tends to go well, and I'll show you all my reverb settings right now. So for my usual reverb settings, these are them here. You can copy those down if you'd like, and it gives it more of a studio vibe for it. It sounds like this. And then I think you're done. Here's the final audio. Now usually after I make my audios, I'll export them with Media Encoder, and I'll show y'all how I do that. Alright, so once you have your project into Media Encoder, click this little H.264 button and then wait for that to load up. So once you have that opened up, you just click on the format and then change that to MP3 and hit OK. And now you just hit this green play button, starts the queue, goes fairly quick, and then now you have your audio. Alright, so now that you have your audio, you don't really, I mean, you can keep it if you want, but you don't really need any of this. And then yeah, your audio is right there. I hope this video could have helped you guys in any way, and if it did, give me feedback on it. This is my first tutorial, so you know. And if you haven't already, a like would be much appreciated, and my socials will be in the description, or nevermind.callin on Instagram. And thank you for watching, and I hope y'all have a good day. Bye.
Hey you, girl, you looking cute, my file is red.